Hello, everybody. Welcome to Never a Foul. Arsenal on top again. Manchester City drop points. Again, they can get 3 games in a row winning streak. And Liverpool, it looks like Klopp woke up, Mo Salah woke up, and Gakpo arrived. Darwin Núñez, the new superstar of the Premier League, scoring goals left and right. Absolutely phenomenal player, as Monts doesn't like to say it always on his streams. Cass is here with us. Manchester United in a title race. They try to deflect, but they can't do it. 5 points behind.
I don't know what you're on about.
I think these people are in a title race. They just don't want to say it.
I'm just taking it game by game, day by day.
Oh my God, I'm tired.
Final by final. Look, I've recovered a little bit more today. I've had a mad 4 or 5 days. You know, I've been up and down the country and everything like that, you know, busy and that, you know what I'm saying? But right now I'm trying to enjoy my Greek yogurt, a cup of tea, a little chocolate, talk to Monts. I suppose he's coming in a happier mode today with Liverpool 2 wins on the bounce, not just against anyone. It was Newcastle away. Got to respect that, I'll be real. So yeah, man, we're all Gucci out here. It's calm. Everyone smash the like button. It's 32 likes. If you ain't gone on your burners yet, get on your other burner. Tell your mumsy, tell your dad, tell your sister. You know what I'm saying? But Monts, pleasure for coming on. Obviously, I think it's half term. You know.
Easy. You know that means daytime streams until I leave Paris. You know what I'm saying? Apart from then, till then, daytime streams. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. But yeah, man, it's good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, bro. You know, like it's not every day your team gets to win 2 games in a row. Over here, Merseyside, anyways. you got to catch these moments before we go fuck it up again. So you know what I'm saying?
Is it revenge time tomorrow then? Is it revenge time?
The more we talk about revenge, the less likely it is we're gonna win. Let's just go into this fresh, new, level-headed. You know, I just want to play them on a blank slate. I don't want none of this verbal going back and forth, because when we lose, it's just a laughing stock thing, and I'm not here. I'm not there for it. Like we used to battle Madrid. Now every time it's like a Tottenham Chelsea thing. You know how Chelsea always beat Tottenham. It's becoming a psychological thing. I don't want it to become that. We need to break that. Like now
I'm waking up tomorrow and revenge is trending on Twitter, and I was like, what? Revenge.
I've heard that. I've heard also Chouameni and Kroos is not there. Maybe.
Yeah, there are doubts for the game.
Anyone can run that.
It's not them two though, bro. It's Modric. He's the one I worry about. That's my worry in it. It's Luka, in it.
Camavinga in the Champions League, different beast.
We'll see. He hasn't had the greatest of seasons.
Alaba's back as well. Alaba's back. Benzema is full fitness now, but who cares, man? It doesn't. To be honest, this game is like it's different than the games you played before, because this is like a home and away. It's completely different. It's like Paris Saint-Germain when they played Bayern Munich in the final, they lost, but when they played them home and away, they won. It's just different. I think Liverpool, to be honest, after watching Barcelona against Man United, this Real Madrid, this La Liga thing is just bogus, man.
You know what I think? Right now, Real Madrid aren't doing that well in La Liga. They've picked up a few wins again, but they were neck and neck at the top, and now they're like, I think they're about 6 points off Barcelona. 8 points now. Yeah, so it's now 8 points. I understand they've rested a few players, but they haven't looked like they know what their best team is, kind of like, because they've got so much stuff changing around in their midfield. And let's be honest, it's 2 one-off games. So I think be honest. Let's say we go and beat Real Madrid over 2 legs. Do we have a chance on going all the way in the Champions League?
Yes,
100%. 100%. If you can get past Real Madrid, you'll buck Napoli and they'll just slap you again.
It's not about that. Do you remember last season, Real Madrid? Monts, remember Real Madrid last season? I think this was one of the weakest Real Madrids we have seen in years, right? But they won the Champions League. How? It's all by heritage, playing to every game at a time. Like against Manchester City, we said they lost. Against Paris Saint-Germain, the same. Against Chelsea came back and they almost won the game. I think Real Madrid, AC Milan, Liverpool, for some reason, Champions League, and this is not just a mess. It's true, and it happened last year. It happened with Liverpool before. AC Milan as well in 2007. They weren't at the best at all. They weren't at the best. They didn't have the best team, and they won it
when they beat us in the final.
2007, yeah. They weren't the best team at all at that time. They were aging players and stuff, and then they just won it. But anyway.
Thanks, man. Thanks for that.
Yeah, sorry, I was just had to quickly do a couple things, so my bad. I had to
That
quickly
game
be on my
was so
phone.
annoying.
Let's dive into the Premier League, though. Let's dive
Well,
into the
yeah,
Premier
that's
League.
what I was gonna wait for is the Premier League. So I'm gonna one little statement. I actually think Napoli are gonna get to the final this year. I think they're gonna actually blow teams away.
Yeah,
I mean,
you want to talk about Liverpool first, or you want to talk about because it's the game that was
I think
right behind us?
I want to know what people in the comments are saying first. I think it's only right that some guys, who would you rather want to talk about? Do you want to talk about this 3-horse race now, or do you want to talk about Liverpool slaps on slaps? I don't mind, as I see a few Liverpool fans in the comments. What would the guys want? I want to know what people want. I'll go through some of the comments as well. So big up everyone. If you want to become a member, it's in the pinned. I see a few more people that have joined. Big up everyone that has become a member supporting. So yeah, big up Lucky in the building with Brooke as well. Talking about we're not in a title race, he's saying. Bailey saying smash a like. Along Nathaniel, Alistair saying hello, I'm back. Big up all. Big up Wolves, one of our members. Saying NAF chat, Glazers in. I'm a huge fan of Glazers owning Man United. Big up Wayne, Ravenite, FC, the Mad Hatter as well. United in the title, no more deflecting. I didn't say that though. It's what you guys are saying, not me. You think you can pressure me? I can't be like Denzel Washington in Training Day. You know
guys, they're doing the same thing, bro. They're doing the same thing that they do. Like right now, people are trying to tell me, "Oh, Monts, you're in the top 4, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're running for the top 4." But like what they're doing for you, you're in the title race, bro. Don't
I
do
know,
that.
because according to you lot, we weren't in no title race, 24 hours, this, that, and the other. But now you want to put us in it because you think you lot are slick. You can't run that with me. You can't run at me. You can't just chop and change. Make up your mind.
I think you're on the cusp of a title race, bro. I think if City and Arsenal, if let's say Arsenal draw and then City bum it out and draw and then you go and win, you're there, bro. Whether you can go all the way is a different story, but you're there.
We got Pyramid Scheme, Travarelli as well, and everybody else. Abdi Ali. I see that Chelsea thing from MP. Used to saying, Cass, your next Prem game's at Anfield and you're gonna get slapped. I'm telling you now, I've never been so confident about Anfield in my entire life. So you know what? All right, let's talk about Man United. I think it's only right. They were the first team to play, yesterday, so might as well get out of the way. Mo, what do you think about Man United at the moment?
I think your biggest asset is Erik ten Hag. It doesn't matter if it's McTominay on the field. It doesn't matter if it's Sancho on the pitch. It doesn't matter Rashford up top. The guy is putting Weghorst as a number 10. I know you didn't like it, but I saw actually very positive from him. Yes, he missed a couple chances. Because didn't you yesterday said that Weghorst wasn't great the first half as a number 10?
No, in the first half, he was dog shit. And that's fine.
It's not that bad. It's not what you think. You're not expecting him to be Madison or Firmino, but he's doing the link up well. He's doing everything like what he's asked for. He's not the most talented player,
I know,
but he can fill in that. He can fill in the position, letting Bruno be free, because Bruno yesterday was immense. The passing was absolutely brilliant from Bruno. I think I can't believe that I'm praising Man United finally, to be honest. However, Erik ten Hag had me watching the team and enjoying football. I said everybody should be happy, and yesterday I tweeted that everybody should be happy for Rashford. The kid is humble. The kid is trying his best. He was under a lot of pressure in the last 2 years when he wasn't performing, especially the last season. And now he's performing again. Jadon Sancho, you told me that you know something personal about him, and I believed you, of course. And now he's performing well. So these kids, they need some confidence. And also what happened in the Euros for these kids, to be honest, after the Euros in 2021. I'm happy that these kids are performing. Yes, rivals fan. I'm not a rival fan. And I'm happy for them that they're playing good football. Do I want Man United to win the league? Hear me out.
Yes.
I always said before that I like an underdog story. And Arsenal has been on top for so long. And Man City has won 4 of the last 5. So the good story would be Man United winning the league, the underdogs coming after 10 years and winning the league. So for me, here you go. I just said it, that it would be Man United. It would be the best story, to be honest, this year.
I agree. I totally agree, and I think there's no denying Man United right now for myself. It's more along the lines We're in four cups at the moment, and that is including the Premier League.
Mons, I want to ask Mons something. I'm sorry, Kat. I want to ask Mons something. You see all the reports about the betting war and all the stuff for Man United, right? So why you think this is not affecting the players? While Liverpool, since the beginning of the season, I think changing of ownership, Jurgen Klopp under pressure, is he going to be part of the change? Is he not? All the owner thing affected the club. So why do you think Man United is a different story? The Glazers are selling the club, but the players look like they don't care. They just perform. And Liverpool, it doesn't look the same.
I don't think the Liverpool performance is directly correlated to what's going on in the hierarchy of the club. I think it's more so the form of Jurgen Klopp, let's say. I think he's more. I don't really look at the hierarchy when I look at this season. I look at the hierarchy when it comes to the bigger picture. But when it comes to this season, Jurgen Klopp has stunk out the gaff in it. Like, yeah, we won the last 2 games, happy days. Things are looking a little bit better over the last week or so. But full course of the season, Jurgen hasn't been good enough. Transfer window hasn't been good enough. He was given the money. Like, it was another shit show in January for the January transfer window. It looked like tactically it was starting to click before the World Cup when Nunes was starting to pick up form. Salah and Firmino were starting to.
Before I know we're going to talk about it later, but bad boy goal, by the way. That was a bad goal.
Which?
No, Nunes' finish was gold.
The finish, yeah.
Good finish though. And
Nick
yeah,
so only had to move out like 5 yards out of the way for him to score though.
But that's all I'm saying is I think that it's not to do with the hierarchy of the club. Obviously, there's probably a part to play in the sense that no one's really sure where the direction of the club's going. Obviously, FSG are only willing to sell a minority stake, and obviously they had the cheek to put that 35% minority stake for 2 billion. That is cheeky as fuck. Like, no wonder people like who's gonna take that? Do you know what I mean? That's a joke of an offer or what they want to put up for anyway. So I think that is a reflection of probably where the club's at from top to bottom in a way. And now it's kind of just working with what we got. I think with United, it's just a little bit different where it's a breath of fresh air because they have a new manager. Things are pretty much the same at Liverpool where there's slight shifts at the top.
So talk nice on us then. Like, go on, Mo. I mean, once talk nice on us. Go on, it is about Man United Leicester. Go on, let's go.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's because you got a new manager. It was all dark doom and gloom. So it's positives and looking up, changing players, changing form. You know, you're making, even though you hate the Glazers and whatever, you've managed to get a few signings out the window. The Glazers are now selling. Everything is sunshine mountain for you guys right now. It's like nothing can really go wrong. You put in a brilliant performance in Europe against Barcelona, where most people tipped you guys to not even get a victory there. I think you guys were okay against Barcelona.
We were good. We were good.
Yeah, I didn't say he was bad.
No. I'm saying Man United's performance is better than Barcelona, what they played. In the second half,
he just said that.
No, he said it was okay.
No, I said you put in a good performance away.
No, we put a fantastic performance. No, I'm joking. We leaked 2
goals.
We leaked 2 goals.
It was bad. No. You done well. I still think you looked preferable in that first 40 minutes or so. But in the second half, you guys kind of turned it on. So again, and also Barcelona have injuries. I think that's a perfect time to take advantage of that. But against Leicester, if we're going into the Leicester game, you guys started horribly. Like Ten Hag said, and this is the difference between Ten Hag and, let's say, Potter, who's obviously two new managers. One is saying, yeah, we played well, but we can't get quite, put the ball in the net. The other one is saying, and the other one's winning 3-0 and saying, we were rubbish. We were shit in the first. We were rubbish. And that needs improving. And you guys won the game 3-0. You see the difference in aura, in managers. You see the difference. You know what I'm saying? So, and that shows what he's kind of like, just a little insight into what he's all about, I think. He's doing a brilliant job. Sancho comes on and scores. Rashford looks like Rashford is reminding me of prime Son right now. Like, because there was a point where every time Son would shoot right foot, left foot, it's a goal, innit? Like, every time inside the box, it's a goal. And every time he goes one-on-one,
more or less,
I just don't think he's going to miss. Yeah. It's hitting the net, bro. It's hitting the net, bro. And another thing that people aren't talking about, I said this on BSP, they tried to murder me a little piece. Bruno Fernandes is eclipsed this season. He's been far better than KDB, man, especially since that World Cup. He's been better than KDB. He has been. His games, Eric Ten Hag has refined his game. He's simplified his game. He still has that rashness
shit.
about it. He still has to spam the over top ball sometimes, but
he doesn't do it as often, Monts.
Yeah,
That's
nowhere
the
near.
thing.
Nowhere
That's
near.
the thing. He doesn't do these risky passes as often as before.
You don't spam it. You don't spam it, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I think right now, for me, Bruno's playing better than KDB and has been since the World Cup.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Since the World Cup, I don't think Kevin De Bruyne hasn't been impressive as he has been. But I don't know, Bruno for me, I'll give credit to Bruno. I think he done the best, most big chances created in a single game yesterday. Like I think it was like 9 or something like that.
Is he part of the future plan?
Has to be.
Yeah, it has to be for next season. Of course, it has to be. But I don't know. It's a bit hard to call at the moment. It's a bit hard to call. I couldn't really tell you, man, because it's like the way I look at things.
Are you serious? You really are considering. You're thinking about it
because he is 28 years old. Do you know what I mean? And you're saying the future. You're telling me the next 5 years?
No, I'm saying if you go next year, now you have the budget to buy players.
Yeah.
Are you putting him as the starting 11? Do you need backup for him, or do you need someone to replace him? That's what I mean.
No, there needs to be cover for him because Bruno plays a lot of games. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, how can this guy that never gets injured ever, always available, got this mad engine, doesn't seem to get tackled whatsoever, and there's no really backup? Because it's like when you take Casemiro out, you lose that little bit of thing. But when you take away Bruno, you lose that creativity, whether you like it or not. He's not aesthetically great on the eye, yeah, but he does affect all the big games. Do you know what I mean? Like yesterday, he affected the game from the right hand side. I'm not a fan of him there. I want him in the middle. But Vegas was there. In the first half, he was shit in a 10. Second half, he dragged away players like no tomorrow. Then shifted Rashford out left.
Yeah, one thing. Weghorst shit is actually horse shit. Don't ever compare him to Gakpo ever again.
No, he's not.
Don't ever compare him to Gakpo again.
Just because Gakpo got a couple goals now, I don't think he hasn't had a bad performance, G.
Don't ever compare Gakpo and Weghorst. Ever again. Please.
Gakpo ain't played good. What are you on about?
Because when Weghorst scored that shit goal in the Carabao Cup, man was saying how many goals Gakpo got.
I Monts, yeah. Let me know you for free.
I Monts. And his performances are starting to improve. Wherever he plays in the week.
Monts.
Make that comparison again.
This is where.
Thank you.
Monts. This is where my brain in football seems to be a bit more working than yours. Go watch first, second, third goal and tell me where Weghorst is every single time. Let me know about the intelligence of this player. I know he's not the guy. By the way, I know Weghorst is mid, bro. I'm not saying he's the greatest player, but he's intelligent. So go look at Sancho's goal. Wait, yo. Wait. Hold on, G. Go watch Sancho's goal where he dragged away that fake David Luiz and Sancho has space to run into and play 1-2 with Bruno's. Go watch Rashford when he dragged my man, the big Ute. Go watch it where he dragged the big Ute away and Rashford, Fred, he dragged that big Ute away. Fred had that nice one-on-one versus their right back for Rashford to go into. And that big Ute, their centre back, had to change back because he's too busy looking at Weghorst. He drags people away. This is the stuff that man don't. This is the stuff, yeah. By the way, Monts, I ain't finished, yeah. By the way, this is the stuff that you man don't see. You get what I mean? You look at goals and assists. Now, yeah. What? This is clearly you man don't see this stuff. So go tell me where Cody Gakpo's IQ is on the same level. And the fact here, you're getting hot, yeah, about a 1.5 million loanee compared to your 50 million pound signing is a madness. It's a travesty. You know what I'm saying? It is a bit like, you know what I mean?
Are you done?
I'm done now, my guy.
Are you done? First of all, you can't say that the brain and you only see the goals and assists. We're not gonna come with that because I've been ranting and raving about players like Firmino and the fluid front three where Mane takes the runners away, that gives Salah's extra. I've been through all that. We've done all that. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to tell man about Firmino when people were saying you don't score goals.
Wait, who's gone for Firmino? I've never gone to Firmino. I've always lacked Firmino.
No. I'm not talking about you've gone to Firmino. I'm saying the stuff what you're saying about, when Weghorst takes the man away, he takes the runner away. First of all, I see that. Yes, we see that. But that's what the likes of Timo Werner get praised for, bro.
No, we don't. I'm not hearing that. He's an in behind player. He's an in behind player.
You are praising Weghorst for mediocrity.
Mm.
Mediocrity. Do you want Weghorst to stand still?
All right, Monts. Go.
Of course he's
You know
going
what's
to make
mad, yeah? All right.
Dragging defenders away for a striker. I'll let you finish. Dragging defenders away for a striker is the bottom barrel basic of the basic for a footballer.
Thank you, thank you, Monts.
Congratulate
I'm
a
so
player
glad you
for
said it.
dragging someone away and creating space. Come on, man.
I'm glad you said that, Monts, because you compare Gakpo to doing that, and I ain't seen Gakpo do none of that shit since he's been up front. Man looks like a lost puppy in the field.
Well, I'll tell you what Gakpo has been. I'll tell you what Gakpo has been doing because
scoring a couple
in
goals.
his first 5 games he wasn't doing much. He was passenger settings. I'll agree with you. Passenger settings. Gakpo, passenger settings. I understand that. However, since he scored that first goal, he's been dropping in, moving the ball, shifting out wide, getting in behind. He got in behind for his goal. Did you forget that?
I didn't discredit him. I didn't discredit him.
I know, but you said Gakpo's not been performing well.
So getting in behind, beating a man, the bare minimum as well, yeah?
Yes, no, but I didn't congratulate him for that. I just said don't ever compare Gakpo and
No, but the fact that you're putting that into comparisons with each other says everything when my man's a low knee.
No, don't do that because you on Big Six fans, you stormed onto my channel and said how many goals is Gakpo on and Weghorst has scored a goal.
Yeah, but Monts,
channel, bro.
I can't,
so you can't forget these things. I've come back for blood. I get it back in blood. 2-0. Yeah, back in blood.
All right, cool. Let me go. Because I don't want to talk about Weghorst for too long, innit? Yeah.
Smash the likes though, people.
Yes, make sure 8 likes away from 100. Make sure we got lots to talk about. Moses sitting there quietly. I can do that once because your man cost 50 million package. Mine was a low knee. So but go check how many W's Weghorst has got under his belt. Go check. And by the way, I know this is also bare minimum work rate stuff, but consider the presses that he's done. Yeah, I know he's the pressing forward at the moment, as lanky as he is. Him and Bruno are in like the top 5 or top 6 in Europe. Since January the 17th, since his arrival. Since January, the bare minimums are getting us bare W's. So where your man is doing the bare minimum of what he should be arriving into and not even getting you bare W's. He's getting you bare L's or draws. So on that notice, I rest my case.
But he's not going to come in. As I said, Gakpo didn't come in and
Vegas to start for you, G.
Please don't.
Bro, he would probably be. You want to play pressing, total rock and roll football? Yeah, he links
Nunes, bro. I have Nunes for all that running shit.
But you can still press and still be a headless chicken.
He's not a headless chicken.
He's like Ander Herrera when he first arrived. Anyways, not the point. Man United versus Leicester. What impressed you? Like, out of everyone, don't say Rashford. I want a next response. What impressed you?
Again, Lisandro Martinez, to be honest. Like,
oh shit, I didn't.
And also, one more thing, David De Gea. David De Gea actually kept you in the imagine, and I said that yesterday.
Yeah, he's too safe.
Imagine if you went down 2-0 in the first 10 minutes. These were 2 clear-cut chances. In any other goalkeeper, these are goals. Yeah. This is 2-0 down.
Alisson, I'm sorry.
Maybe Alisson lately, yes. Alisson lately has gone his form back. So yes. But that's what a top goalkeeper gives you. 2 clear-cut chances, and he is absolutely David De Gea. You have to renew his contract.
Yeah, Kaz. What do you think about that? Kaz, what do you think about De Gea?
No,
what do you think about that?
For the brand, for him, no. By the way, you're talking to pro De Gea. By the way, I'm pro De Gea.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah. I'm pro De Gea. I'm always been it, but I'm again at the same time, I don't need to be a Twitter than people that go beyond innit? I know where I want to see what I want to see as for my goalkeeper, and what he does is shot stopping is. Bro, I don't think no goalkeeper we're gonna get anytime soon, or any goalkeeper on the planet can do what he does. So you're gonna have to take an L in that department regardless, yeah. But what we do need is to get further up the pitch where we can affect the play a little bit more, and that's why I say I would keep him for now, and I'll still keep him around the team and the squad. But if he wants his 250k a week, that's
not a lot. That's not a lot.
No, it is a lot, bro. It is a lot. Because it's
not for the Qatari people.
It's not the point. Don't want to do this Todd B thing and splashing the cash. Like that's about everywhere and anywhere, stupidly. So for me, we still need to move on from De Gea. Like eventually.
100%.
And it's about but it's about look at Joe Hart. I'm gonna give you the perfect example. Joe Hart shot stopping was serious back in the day. But when you want to progress as a team and get up the pitch, you need a goalkeeper that's easy to come off your line. You need a guy that you can pass back to and be comfortable and keep possession still and rotate. Bruno, this whole pressing thing that we got going on could be a lot better if we can keep it more in their half than our own half, and that means less energy, less seconds to actually retrieve the ball back. And the way we want to play, go look at Ten Hag and the way he's played with, obviously, notably Ajax. His teams don't really sit as deep as we did, but we have to because he had to tweak things around to accommodate the defense at that time and De Gea. And at the moment, it's good. There's lots of W's, but we have to progress. And I want to see what goalkeeper we do get because it's going to be questions in the summer. Maybe get a goalkeeper that's happy to rotate and take over the reins, and De Gea is good with that. You know what I mean? Because he is some sort of character in the dressing room whether we like him or
I
not.
think there are different areas that you need to address before.
No, of course, no.
Because
before the goalkeeper
a goalkeeper at 32 years old is still a prime. He can give you very good 3-4 years, and you can get someone young to replace him gradually. But you need a striker. You know that you need right back. You know that you need a cover for Luke Shaw. I'm not sure if Malacia is the guy. If you want to move forward, you need a midfielder. There's a lot of positions that need to be addressed if you want to compete in all the fronts, right? Especially Champions League coming up for you.
Yeah.
But enough about Man United. Can we just say one thing? 5 points behind.
Well,
if it's a 3-horse race, let me just tell you, 3-horse race, because the two top teams, they play each other. So one of them is going to drop points.
Yeah,
so
now I'm going to say
it's as simple as that.
Sancho in the 10.
Sancho
in the 10. I've been screaming it. I said it last year. I retweeted my own thing on Twitter. I've been waiting to see that guy in the 10. And look what he does. Calm, composure. And especially when you got the ball, he's dangerous. So, big up for Sancho. He changed the game, innit? But yeah, next up, who you guys want to talk about?
We already talked about Liverpool, or you guys want to go into
Liverpool? Talk about Liverpool.
Yeah, let's go talk about Liverpool shit. Go on.
Yeah, anyway, anywho, De Gea. Well, are we talking Real Madrid or are we talking the game that we just played, by the way, before I go into this?
No, just Liverpool in total, but yeah, of course the game, because it is Newcastle.
The game.
Yeah,
big boy Newcastle, who don't concede more than 1 goal per game, by the way. And the same one, when, I'm going to have to call it out for what it is, Kendall, leaving group chats is not advised in this day and age.
Did that happen?
Oh yeah.
Because is this a WhatsApp thing where now it's not like group chats? You can't see when people leave in it, so I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't heard from Kendall since I put
it changed now. That's why I didn't see anybody leave from the group.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'll be honest, Kendall, I've been trying to find you, but I can't. I've been looking. You know what I'm saying? I told you VVD is coming back. And you told me, ooh, scary. I tried to tell you. I said, listen, I'm the one who's, I'm going to put the nail in the coffin. I'm going to put the nail in the coffin. And what happened? What happened? I said, who's the only team to beat you earlier on in the season? Me. Shitty old me. Shitty old Liverpool right now, because that's what we are right now. Not very good. And we still, it might just be bogey team settings. Anyway, I'll be smoking that Kendall pack, that K-Lato, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because right now, people are making it like Newcastle was easy pickings. When it's not. As Kaz said, these men barely concede more than 1 goal a game. Best defense in the league. The least amount of losses in the league. And we came there, and yes, they started a little bit better than us. They were on the front foot. But without Bruno Guimaraes, it's like United without Casemiro. It's like Arsenal without Partey. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Joe Linton, who's the other one? Longstaff or Longstiff, because Donny can't turn. I don't know what the fuck he's been living off. Yeah, he's been doing well this season, but he was long stiff against Liverpool. He was long stiff. You know what I'm saying? Nick Pope, Kears on Big Six Band said that Nick Pope is a better keeper than Alisson. So Kears respectfully. Well, yeah, because you was there for that one. I have to run that clip back.
It's nearly as bad as Mo saying Harvey Barnes is better football player than Marcus Rashford.
Oh my god,
that was one of the worst things. I didn't say that, but anyway, I said that he's. I just said I said he had a better season. Yeah.
No, you did.
I said he did. You said he deserved to go to the Euros.
You said
the World Cup.
You said he is better.
Oh my
and
god,
better
Marcus Rashford absolutely.
Daps was there live in person, live. But anyways,
who's commenting? Yeah,
no, it's
that was a shit take.
Yeah.
I have to hold that.
Oh, but anyways, but back to Liverpool. You know what? I
Yeah.
didn't get to watch the game like you probably did, Monts, innit?
You
As
didn't.
I was out at the time. But with Liverpool
Yeah.
versus Newcastle, it's like
Right.
were Newcastle good or bad? Like for what their standard was, or were Liverpool just absolutely dominant? Where it looked like, you know what, Klopp just got this right, bro. It's as simple.
No,
as
they
it is.
weren't.
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. I think when they went down to 10 men and they gave St. Maximin the free roll, because remember before they went 10 men, before they went to 10 men, St. Maximin was hugging the touchline and he was kind of going straight down the line. But the second they went to 10 men, St. Maximin started floating everywhere, coming central, getting the ball, receiving it, spinning off, man. I'm thinking, right, this guy's causing a few problems. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I think Isak done well. I think he was a bit wasteful. But with 10 men, Newcastle still looked like they could pose a threat at times. I think for me, we took our foot off the pedal as well because we were 2-0 up. They're down to 10 men. We look at this game and go, wow, this is probably going to be a 90-minute struggle. This is going to be a game where he's going to have to put everything, probably have to bring on all the big boys and really go for this win. But once the game was won within 30 minutes, foot off the pedal, because we have Madrid at the time in 3 days. We have to have one eye on that. You have to.
One eye open when I'm sleeping.
You know what I'm saying? But to be fair, the Darwin Núñez in injury, not great. I think he would have been a good addition to the squad for tomorrow. But now I'm thinking Firmino did look very good when he came on in terms of the way he, a couple of nutmegs in there, very tidy in what he was doing. Salah looked to be a little bit better, still very wasteful in my opinion. Salah, I think, needs to get that ruthlessness back into his game, not being ruthless enough. Trent is looking more like himself again. Trent's been performing really well these last 3-4 games. Virgil van Dijk. I think Virgil coming back has just restored a bit of calmness within the defense.
Well,
because Matic was bumming it out. Matic was bumming out. Pause. He was stinking out the gap.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I don't know what, like the bozo gene. Someone injected him with the bozo gene. It was a mad thing, you know what I'm saying? Robbo actually running with the ball. And one thing I need to say, Robbo needs to grow a brain in the final third. Not he could cross the ball in that, but when he's like in an attacking position, I don't know what Robbo thinks he's doing, bro. Like, it's like he knows he's shit at shooting, so we don't shoot. But then he's trying to backheel the ball in the box to Salah.
Don't know. That might be a sign of confidence, though. Do you get what I mean? Like yesterday, I saw Wan-Bissaka and Sancho play 1-2s, G for.
Oh yeah, Wan-Bissaka got one trick and I was like, what?
Wan-Bissaka's, I don't know what he is, but he's possessed at the moment. But with Robertson, it might be a sign that there's some sort of, I don't know, confidence to be doing back heels and stuff like that. Do you get it?
Bro, because he's driving into the midfield now. Robertson is driving forward. And it's like creating so much space. It's working. One thing though is Bajcetic though. He's doing it again. He's still another great performance in midfield.
What? Not Billy Gilmore vibes, no?
Well, Gilmore was one performance. That was one performance against Liverpool.
Yeah, and
it was in the cup. He bopped us off the park in the cup, and we haven't seen him since. He's at Norwich.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? But what I'd say is that Bajcetic now is that's like 5, 6, 7, 6 games where he's like the last 3 games he's been exceptionally good. The first 3 for me he was average. I think he was being overrated by Liverpool fans. These last 3 games in the 8, very good. And I think if he can, does he start against Madrid though? I mean, you can't drop him because he's playing so well. But will the occasion be a bit too big for him? We're gonna have to see in it. Would you guys start him?
I see the kid as a completely different player than what you just said. I know that he played the 8, he's okay. I see this kid as a dictator, as someone like plays from a deep line playmaker because his passing range is not bad. He's like a Busquets, you know what I mean? He's like I'm like the style of Jorginho, Pirlo, you know what, Verratti, the people that get the ball from the defense to the midfield. Yeah, the regista in Italy, they call him.
He's basically everything that Chelsea thought Enzo Fernandez was going to be, but for free. You know what I mean?
But however, the difference is the way, and that's the problem.
I'm taking no part in that. I'm sorry. I was not part of that.
Yes, you are. You are with me. You are with me.
Enzo who? I got Bajcetic. Wait, no, I was not part of that.
When I tell you now, you're third party, G, you're involved.
Oh, yeah, it was a joint enterprise.
Joint enterprise, you know what I mean? So there you go. No choice.
But I mean, he is like no, but what Mo's right though in terms of that is his natural position. But his last 3 performances where he's had to play the 8, he's been better than he has in the 6. You know, and I think
he's too weak to
he
play in the
doesn't really
6.
offer too much.
He's too weak and too small to play as a 6 by himself because you ain't got the runners
Yeah,
around him.
when he played in the 6, he's looked okay, but he's been overpowered a few times. He's done that Thiago thing where he throws in a rash tackle, gets a yellow. In the 8, he's putting in tackles more controlled. I feel like he has that protection. He's played better in the 8 than in the 6, but I do know he's a 6 naturally. So I'm happy. If it's not broken, don't fix
might not
it.
be.
That's what
He might be. He might be able to-
So
he
here
might-
is the problem. Here is the problem with
I know what you're
Pejicic.
gonna say.
Your whole philosophy is for your fullbacks to go forward and the midfielders to cover. And defensively, he isn't great. His numbers don't say that. He's weak. He is small. And he doesn't have the tackling, the recovering ability. He doesn't have the speed to recover. You remember when you had Gini and Henderson and Fabinho, that midfield? Thiago has experience to cover places. You know what I mean? To be in the right spot. Pejicic doesn't. And that's the problem. And if you're going to rely on your fullbacks to be them again, the best playmakers in the world, the 2 fullbacks that go up and get 10 plus assists, you will need someone who will fight in the midfield.
He reminds me of Kovacic. Like, he ain't great going forward. He ain't got the best passing range in the world. He ain't the great defensively in the world. But if you want to dictate play and keep things rolling and beat a man, like, because you can't touch him, there's your Bejic. There's a young Kovacic right there, the young one that went to Real Madrid. But what you do will need is what you're going to do around him. If Klopp's smart, he'll build around this man. Get him a proper DM next to him that can play ball. And also get him a proper box-to-box who can do something in the final third that can cover as well at the same time. You know what I mean? Then you've got an actual midfield in your hand. But obviously, back to the game. Don't think Newcastle can't escape me talking shit on them. Yeah? You got Nick Nope, knowing goal. Man said Liverpool won us the cup. Liverpool won us the cup. Thank you, Monts.
No, secret agent carriers. They are.
Yeah, secret agent. Or like...
Can you
apparently
imagine he's doing a masterclass? They 1-0 you and he does the Courtois.
Apparently, he's injured. Apparently.
What? Carriers?
Apparently...
No, he's not. He's going to play.
No, apparently he's injured. There's a potential thing. I saw that yesterday. Some next, brother. But anyways, regardless, Karius, guy's got zero mentality. Yeah. By the way, he's in his. When your goalkeeper's fucked up so much, it's in their head. You won us the cup. Thank you very much. Every goal that Lord Marcus Rashford, Prime Minister Marcus Rashford wants to shoot, is going in. So thank you very much. But Newcastle, I've been saying this for time as well, right? They are on their performances have been the trajectory has been going down. You man never believed me, by the way. None of you believe me. You always honest. Oh, but they're fourth. This that. No, go watch their games. I watched their games. It hasn't looked good. They're not really scoring. The defense is looking a little bit different. And now we're seeing questions online by the Newcastle new fan base question Eddie Howe already. But no one wants to say it, you know. But it is what it is. They're still doing great for what it is because they can always refer to, we're doing better than we should be basically. Innit? We're still probably going to get Europe. But I'm going to make a mad statement and say, I actually think Liverpool are going to finish above them at the end of the season. It is that for me. I think they're going to keep falling down. That cup loss that they got this Sunday pending, is going to kill them. I think Liverpool got a game in hand or so. And I think Liverpool might have a little touch run. They all mess up along the lines, but so will other teams. But I do think this is it now. This is the crumble time for them because you know when you play that pressing football for so long and your team ain't built like these top 6 teams. Like they're built to run. They're built to last as much as this is what we're seeing through them, innit? What I did like though is St. Maximan in the 10, which I thought was dangerous. That's what I do like. But put a DM there, man. He's getting snapped. I'm sorry.
You look at their form. One win, 3 draws, 1 loss in their last 5. You know what I'm saying? That like if you look at that form, that's the same form as Chelsea. Take that in. That's the exact same form as Chelsea.
There you go.
Just take that win in and look how badly Chelsea are performing. You know what I'm saying? Even we have slightly better form than that. So, you know, you have to look at things like that and go, well, I just think it's Bruno. I'm sorry. Bruno's the key.
Yeah, no, it'll be a big plus for Bruno coming back, and this is where they get their dictator back and everything. But it's like, bro,
No Bruno, no
he's not
Almiron.
he's not match fit, he's not match sharp. He is fit, but he's not match sharp. So you know what I mean. But
I think
it's not the point. They
he's
need
obviously been
to.
training. He's not been injured, bro.
I don't know
He's
where
been
he is,
training.
but ever since his finals come, it's like Newcastle's been getting worse and worse, and maybe they just need to get out of the way. Maybe that might be the case. But let's move on anyways. Let's talk about Arsenal. Arsenal Football Club. We're talking about Emi Martinez, double agent. We're talking about Jorginho Screamer. Now they got a sick DM now. We're talking about, William Saliba, Gabriel, best partnership in the thing, but they got slaughtered by Aston Villa as well. Let's face it, chance upon chance. I want to praise them, but at the same time, I think there's some questions that we have to ask. Arsenal done well to bounce back for me, Mo, yeah? Right? They done very well to do what they did. It's like, bro, this is the stuff that champions, this is the games they do have, the blip ones where they come back and it's going to still be shit, but they come and still win the game. Like against Leeds, same way, right? But for me...
2 points I want to say.
But for me, it's the chances they are conceding. Without Thomas Partey in there, they're losing something. Jorginho in there gives them something, but they lose that something. Because Jorginho's passing forward is brilliant. He created chances as well, yeah? And he had the legs around him. Zinchenko scored a banger, but he had a shit game. Aston Villa could have buried the game, but they didn't. We lost to Villa because, again, the same way they done us, it's the same way they done Arsenal. We had no, who is it? I don't think we had I think Casemiro was out for that game. We got destroyed. No, was it Bruno? We had no creativity. We was missing one key midfield, and it changes the whole aspect. They just absolutely push forward. And Aston Villa, what they do, like against Leicester, they crumbled.
Listen, we saw 2 Arsenal in this game. Arsenal that concede chances, not defending well, and we saw the Arsenal that come back from behind and play well and score. Second thing is, it can't happen to someone worse, which is Emi Martinez. After that classless.
By the way, sorry to cut you. I am so glad it happened to him.
To be honest, he was wasting time. Yesterday we were talking about it. He was wasting time from minute 5. I'm like, what are you doing?
Deserved it.
What are you doing? What?
And then I think it's shithousery though, bro. Why am I shithousery, bro?
Okay, there's a difference between shithousery and classless stuff. It's what he does. It's just it's
it happens. That's what Mourinho was all about.
Yeah,
but not like this.
Not like this, bro.
Now maybe that's why people didn't like him.
13-14, Gerrard slipped. You think Chelsea got booked for throw-ins and time wasting in the 20th minute, bro? They were wasting time from throw-ins in the 20th minute.
That's not great. That's not football.
Exactly. That's classless. But it's shithousery that's needed. It's the psychological stuff that's needed, and it nearly worked. People were saying he deserved it.
No, it worked. He won the World Cup. It worked. It worked. He won the World Cup.
No, but for me, there's the shithousery stuff, but then it's like I just think Emi Martinez is a top weirdo as well. Like I just think he's weird, bro. Like the stuff with the Golden Glove as well. Like it stems back to that.
Yeah, that too.
Like it's just like for me, you're just a weirdo, G. Like, and I can't stand you. I'll be honest. The wasting time, he should have got sent off if we're being honest for the amount of time wasted. If my goalkeeper's doing that though, of course I'm gonna praise it. But the fact that you wasted all that time, no. But the fact, yeah, that you're wasting time, you're not getting booked about it either, which is he should have got booked way earlier. I think he wasted. See the 45th minute, the plus 2 minutes. I swear he wasted about 40 seconds. 40 seconds. I was like, bro, this is mad. This is where refs are so inconsistent, and because of that, I just think it's karma why they lost in the end. Like them extra seconds they could have had, they could have probably scored a goal and buried the game off. But you're too busy wasting chances when your team's on top. And you deserve it, man. You got stuffed. Good. Got packed in, bro. Put in a split.
So what Arsenal, to be honest, their run is not the worst. I'm looking at their run. They have Leicester, Everton, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Crystal Palace until end of March. That's not bad at all. They're all winnable games for them. And then after that, Leeds. So until April, until they play Liverpool, I think mid-April, they have winnable games. So for me, if that was the blip that happened in the last 4 games and now they recovered, I think they have the everything to play for. To be honest, they're gonna go in that run, 5 games, 6 games.
And they got Jesus back. They got Jesus
back.
And
exactly. So, and I think they're gonna play Man City in April, so they don't have to think about it. They're gonna have Europa League in March, which is gonna be 1 game extra, but who cares about that? I think Arsenal played very, very well against Aston Villa, especially after they conceded the 2 goals. They created a lot of chances. The better team won. The better team won, to be honest. Like, you can't just sit here and say that Arsenal play. Yes, they made mistakes, but everybody makes mistakes. And at the end, they won the game. And people can say the goal was lucky. It hit the 8, man. It hits the crossbar, and it hit the 8. So it was very unlucky that it didn't go in, but also, okay, luck. Sometimes you need luck to win games, and that.
I wish I did have like an Arsenal fan to talk to here as well at the same time, and just think like, does this kind of worry? Because the Leicester game, I think they beat Leicester. I don't know about you, Monts, but I think it's a perfect game. That Arsenal Martinelli kind of stuff. It's like the way they play their mid block is a bit.
Because Leicester got no defense, bro. Like, I think for the life of me, yeah, I can't decide if a FaZe is a horrific defender or a good defender. Like, he does some shit, yeah. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like, the way he played Rashford offside for the first goal. But then you look at the block for the Sancho shot, and I'm like, how the hell did you do that? How the hell did you do that? Do you know what I mean? And FaZe is so typical of Leicester. You know what I'm saying?
The guy is so determined. He was so determined that Man United win the game. It was unbelievable. He kept making mistakes and mistakes. But anyway, Leicester.
That is literally David Luiz in disguise, isn't it? Come on, man. It is. The mistake side. David Luiz was bad, yeah. But the mistake side of stuff, that's David Luiz, man. It's just the fact that he's got the same hair. But
Leicester can turn up. Leicester can turn up against Arsenal, or they can just be the shit Leicester again. But anyway, people, 200 people here. We need the likes to go up a little bit.
Yeah,
guys, 150, please. It looks like this. It's free. It's really free under your live chat. Just close it. Hit that like button. I need the counter to go up. Please do.
Yeah, I wanna single out one person that really impressed me. It's weird, and it's not actually from Arsenal. It's actually ex-Liverpool player Coutinho. I thought he was fucking serious. Like, honestly, the way he ran rings.
Can I interrupt you? Because Coutinho, you know my relation. I love Coutinho. I'm one of the 5% that love Coutinho, innit?
Okay.
I don't know if you saw the end of the City game. He done up City in that last 20 minutes, in that he was doing them up. And I was talking to the boys at BSB. They were like, "Yo, if Coutinho continues that form, he might sting Arsenal. Might not win them the game, but he might sting Arsenal. You know." Look what he did. Sorry, Cats, go on.
Yeah, so, no. I just thought he was very impressive, and the fact when he came off, I think putting on Leon Bailey was. I know he's injured, but I think bringing off Coutinho was the worst decision they could have done, man. Like, my man, what's his name? That Ramsey, he didn't do nothing. Absolutely could kill that left-hand side a little bit. They just Buendia as well. I thought Buendia was okay. At least one of them should have. He was mid, but Coutinho and Jorginho, bro. Defensively, he covered very well. I don't think it was the issue. I think the fullbacks were a massive issue for Arsenal this game. Ben White was disgusting yet again. Zinchenko was shit. And they exploited that. John McGinn had a fun time. Xhaka was not so good either. But Liam
They were wasteful though. But Ramsdale, we have to big up Ramsdale though, because he
Ramsdale, bro. I don't get Ramsdale, yeah, Mo. But this guy he saves all the hard chances pretty much, but all the easy stuff, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave that for the papers to talk about. And then
because he tries so hard. I think he tries too hard. In my opinion, like, he tries to dive in a strange way, and he tries to do stuff for the camera.
So David James, I think that we're saying this man is David James.
It's something like he dives in, like, when you didn't have to dive to save this, and then you're half a second late, and now the ball is inside. Like that first goal, by the way, brilliant by Ollie Watkins, but also it's too far for a shot like this to go in the far post. Like, you could have gone with your legs, but I think it was just kind of strange from him. But anyway, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is Zinchenko thinks he plays in Man City. He's too confident. He's too confident.
And Ben White needs to let off the fake tan, man. I don't know what it is, mate. It's winter. Like, we know you got a sunbed, but I can see it visibly on your face, man. Hey, look, this little awareness, innit? Skin cancer is a real thing. Trust me, it's happened. Like, I know people that done it. It's close, very, very close to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, them sunbeds are not doing you justice. It looks like it might be blinding you recently.
Are we still on the Ben White best fullback in the league again?
No, he needs to pick up some form again. Zinchenko, yeah, I get it. I just replied to Gio saying he lost the ball once or something like that, or passed the ball once. But But
The problem is, Kaz, he loses the ball in a very strange places.
Defensively though, but against Aston Villa, defensively, I just think, bro, he's been shit. Like defensively, he's been totally woeful, man. Like, and that's it. And great, you can keep the ball as a fullback and everything, but if you're not doing the main job as a fullback, which is defend to a decent degree, then you are nothing better than, I don't know, man, than just a centre mid or whatever. Go be a centre mid.
I think he wants to be a midfielder. He doesn't want to be a fullback, man. He doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But Ben White, nah. Let's face it, he's alright, man.
Ben White is a very good centre back.
He's a good looking guy. He's a good player. He can play centre back, right back. He's doing his thing, innit? Go do your thing. He's alright. I don't think he was the worst, but he definitely could have done better. It was hard to deal with that left back. Oh my god. Oh, Alex Moreno. He had a good battle with Saka.
I like that Moreno kid, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's, you see Lucas Digne, yeah. I don't get that signing. I'm sorry. He was better for Everton. I don't get the signing with him because he's all about delivery. It's that wand of a left foot. I remember, what was the season where he had almost as many assists as Trent? There was one season where he got enough assists in it. But that's when he's got like a big striker who's going to be making the movement. For me, I don't see the tactic that benefits Digne with this. I think Moreno is more, he's just better for the system, especially the way Emery wants to play. And he also blamed Kamara. He actually named and shamed players, bro. In the post. Did you see? He wasn't saying Kamara, like he said, but he said there's 2 minutes to go. Kamara receives the ball, hoofs it over. 30 seconds later, the ball's in the back of the net.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? He was just breaking down what he needs from the players and what they're doing sometimes in the moment that they need to not be doing anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Aston Villa easily could have won that game, but I think most of us, let's be honest, even though Arsenal left it till the 93rd minute, a part of us always thought Arsenal was going to win that game. I know,
yeah.
A part of us thought Arsenal was going to do it.
Yeah.
No matter how the goal came, they were somehow going to do it. And even when it was in the 90th minute, I thought there's still another chance in this game. And that's simply because Villa, the bozo gene and the bottle gene in Villa is so strong. And the substitutions, again, to never have taken Coutinho off. Never. The way he was catching man on the turn was nuts. It was nuts. The way you see that goal when he gave man the eyes. How could he get 3 man the eyes? And they all go the other way. Do you know what I'm saying? Bailey, good substitution. I think Buendia should have come off. But I don't know, man. That one substitution just wasn't the one to be made.
Well,
and
they're back on top now. And this is where you think you can escape. Man City, you can't escape. You dropped points in the Forest. You lost the points in the Forest. Like, literally, Robin Hood said, I'll take those. So, Man City, like, Arsenal get criticised, but fucking hell, I don't understand this shit with Man City. You go and put a flipping great clinic against Arsenal. It's no different from saying Tottenham with their great performance against City, and then they go and lose 4-1. It's not as bad, but it's for standards, it's just as bad. Like, City, I don't understand what it was. Maybe they just didn't finish off the game. Maybe they're just not as good as we've been saying this season. You know, so it is a bit of a sticky one. It's like, how badly do you want this title? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much do you want it? Because right now, from what I saw in that second half, I'm like, bro, like, Nottingham Forest done a thing. And you should be winning these games. I don't know if you, man, disagree with me. I thought there was a couple good performances. Foden came back, should have buried the game potentially. You know, I'm not convinced.
I think it's still the problem of chances created, but however, like this, Haaland could have put the ball at the back of the net and we could have had a different conversation here. And it's all about the finishing in this game. They did everything. They created, I think their XG was very, very high. I think it's 2.4. So when your XG exceeds your goal scoring by more than a double, that means you really created the chances. It wasn't your day. And you're allowing Forest. Forest actually had 3-4 chances, one-on-ones with Johnson on Diaz. But of course, Johnson, I don't like the player. And Gibbs White had that chance running at Walker one-on-one as well. They allowed Forest to have chances, and that gave Forest a confidence that still, if we stay in this game, we can get a point. And which is what happened. Because City, they should have finished their chances. Do I put it on Pep? No. Because the coach isn't the one who's going to put the ball in the back of the net. The coach's job is to make you create clear-cut chances, and they did. It's the player's responsibility to put the ball at the back of the net, and they didn't. So it's as simple as this is on the players. It's not on the coach. They played really well. I thought they controlled everything. They passed the ball around well. They opened Forest apart many times.
In the first
But again,
half,
it comes down to Haaland chance was in the second half, wasn't it? That one that he skied.
yeah,
It's a double chance. It's a double chance in the second half. And if we're gonna have an energy for someone who doesn't score, yes, he scored 25 goals, but these 2 points, and Pep always said that before, when he said sometimes 2 points and 1 point can cost you the league. We saw in 3 out of the last 5 seasons, it was a 1 point margin. Mons can correct me if I'm wrong. So these 2 points can be the decisive points in the league title. Maybe, but it looks like this is going to go down to the wire. So it's 2 points lost against a team that, yes, hasn't lost at home in 9 games, but they absolutely controlled that game. And Pep got it absolutely right this game.
I can't lie. I'll say it nice and clear. At this rate, I'm thinking we're going to finish above City. Not that it matters if it's not a trophy, but they just don't convince me as much as my own team convinces me at the moment. That's all I'm going off of. I've gone to Forest. I beat them 3-0. You can say, yeah, you've gone to this place and you ain't won. They beat them, da-da-da-da-da. But for me, it's like they're not really convincing me. That was that time to show the league. I think that was the way they needed to make that statement. Like, we're back. 3-0. I thought Haaland brace was incoming. And all that kind of stuff. I don't even know who they got next. Who have they got next, by the way?
City.
Yeah, who have they got next?
In the league, RB
the
Leipzig.
No, but I'll be Leipzig.
Bournemouth away. Who will come from a win away.
See, this is what I'm saying. If they should go there and win, but right now I'm thinking, are City going to go to Bournemouth and win?
Well, if it was Liverpool, they would have beat Forest 5-0.
I swear you lost there.
Huh?
I swear you lost at the Forest.
No, they would have. No, they. If it was me, like chasing City or leading City, City would have gone on Forest 5-0. Early doors, 3-0 first half. Man, I'm coming off for half time. That's what would have happened. Yeah, because it's Arsenal and Arteta.
I think they have a tricky 3 games. Palace away, Newcastle at home. So Palace away, Newcastle at home after Bournemouth. So
are they got Newcastle at home? See, I don't know, man. I still think they'll get through it, but it's like they're giving every chance for Man United fans to believe that, you know, if we finish above you and finish with a couple trophies, it's like I'm gonna run ragged at the end of the season. Oh, banner it. But then again, they'll say, oh, but we won the last like 3-4 weeks. I don't give a shit about the past, G. Talk about now. But right now, City are not convincing me to win the league at all. And until they put some runs together. They have to put a run together. And now they got to restart that run again. Do you get it? We was only talking about this, the other last week, Wednesday or something like that. Was it Wednesday, Mo? Like, we were talking about the run for City, like after the game.
We thought they're gonna go on the run now. They haven't won 3 in a row since October, I think, in the league, which is
mad.
What is this? Pep Guardiola, what happened? But again, you know, you can't talk bad about them because they're still 50+ points. Yeah. However, they are on course, I think, to their worst point tally in the last 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. They are on course to get 82 points based on the points per game. Yeah. So that's not great. From a City point of view, that's not great.
It's not
looking good. And obviously the last probably segment to really talk about is the team I just don't get at the moment. When you're letting Chicken Royale score.
No, there is a team that there is a team that we have to talk about. There is a team that we have to talk about. I'm sorry, I'm not letting this episode finish without talking about Chelsea. So
no. I forgot about Chelsea. We will talk about Chelsea. I'm gonna say the best till last, but I wanted to talk about Tottenham.
Yes.
Oh, can I backtrack 1 second, by the way? Pep's decision not to play Mahrez, for me, that was detrimental again.
But he didn't have the greatest game against Arsenal.
But they created chances, Mons. They created enough chances to win the game.
Doesn't matter. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Your only 2 goal scorers, your 2 regular goal scorers for Manchester City are who? Mahrez and Haaland. If Haaland's not scoring, Mahrez will score. If Mahrez don't score, Haaland will score. KDB, I don't want to hear about his goal tally. It's not been great. He scored against Arsenal. Yeah, what did you do? Not been scoring. So you take off. If Mahrez doesn't play, 40% of your goals are gone. I'm sorry, Foden's not in form, so he's not amongst those goal scorers. So to take Mahrez off and to not even put him on, not even throw him on, that's more of an issue. The fact that he didn't even come off the bench. Yeah. Stupidity. That's impudence. Asinine. It's poor. It's despicable. I don't get it. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So we can move on. So
all right, let's move on. I was going to talk about Tottenham, but I think I saw someone talk about Chelsea. I saw a couple of Chelsea. They lost to bottom of the league, and now I'm starting to see Graham Potter out. You know, I'm starting to see it. I don't know if Todd Bowley's gonna sustain, because I'm seeing that he's earning he's got like a 20 million exit clause or something like that. Like if they were to sack him, also along the lines he's earning a big amount of money for so many years as well, which is obviously to do with that. Do you give this man time? You just lost at home to bottom of the league. Like, honestly, would you, man? Because we always talk about
Southampton the defibs. He gave Southampton the defibs.
105 million pound Enzo Fernandez, 100 million pound Mudryk, right? And it's gonna keep coming back to that. You lost to
I swear
Southampton.
to God, you keep forgetting about the small bits. The Padishili 35 million, the Fofana.
No, because they don't matter for me.
20 million.
For me, though, Mo, they lost 1-0 to a
Together,
bad boy.
they add to another 100 million this January.
That's not the point. We could do that in any club, right? But for me, it's like, this is why it's called Midrick. You know what I mean? So, the Mid-Satirs are out. Mid-Mount, all this kind of stuff. You don't even want to be there. That's kind of concerning. Why I don't talk about Badishile in that? Because the defense conceded a bad boy free kick. The defense didn't do anything wrong for me. Is why can they not score goals? You got your beloved João Felix. You've got Midway K, you know, you've got whoever it is, you got Reece James is out again. What's going on at this club? You can't even buy a win.
But they can't know, but Kaz, they're running out of excuses. Reece James came back, they still lost. They started Reece James and Chilwell in one of the games. I think it was against Dortmund. They still lost. Mount was dropped. Gallagher was dropped. They still lost. They started with Kova and Enzo Fernandez as a pivot. You could look at that on paper and say that's one of the best pivots in the league. They still lost. Fofana started up front because, you know, that bum Havertz keeps bumming it out every week. So Fofana started up top. They still lost. They went with Madueke and they didn't start the Ukrainian Pulisic. They still lost.
I'm going to stop you right here. I'm sorry. This is so important. FSG, I'm looking at it now. I've just confirmed Liverpool is not for sale. You know what's mad? I said this last week. I've said it for 2 weeks. Liverpool are not actually for sale anymore. Like, they never have been. They just want investment.
Yes, you remember the statement that came out, and everybody on a stream, I said this says that they're looking for an investor. They're looking for someone for a minor stake. And everybody's saying, no, they are for sale. Here you go.
It's the I'm not an ITK people. They're in the know, but trust me, bro. You know all that kind of stuff. Sources, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You know all that kind of stuff.
I read the statement, and it didn't look like they wanted.
It's on
to
Anfield
sell.
Agenda. They've just confirmed they're not for sale.
Anyway, do you think because Qatar were the only people interested, and now they have Man United, they're gonna go?
Man said we finished them. We said finish them. You know, like you know what I mean? Like, you know that Mortal Kombat, finish them. You know what I mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero.
Don't worry, Glazers might invest in you. But yeah, man, it's looking a bit sticky. Monts, if you want to return and talk about Chelsea, I just thought I had to ease that one in, you know. If he wants to return. Up to you, my guy. Big up for the super chat, by the way. That was a beautiful super chat. I can't lie, that's made my day. That has made my day. But yeah, Ukrainian...
All these content creators that talked about Qatar and the investment and Liverpool and the money, the oil money, and we're going to be this, we're going to be that.
Yeah.
It's not happening, my friend. It's not happening, people. And it was never happening.
They saw 2 results. They saw 2 results and said, yeah, I think we're back. I think we'll be all right.
That comment from Daps in the chat is actually...
What did Daps say?
It said, watch Glazers and Ratcliffe do a 60-40. Not really. Actually, today, did you read the news today about the Glazers?
I know.
The American investors, they come for majority, but they leave the Glazers in.
Yeah, it won't work anyways. These men have got too much money, bro. Can't come this far and then ruin relationships. Apparently he's right. Apparently the Glazers have turned down the bids, officially turned down the bids, but it was the starting bid. You know what I mean?
They turned out the bids from everybody.
Yeah. They want more money, and the thing is, on a business side of things, of looking at it, you would turn down them bids, innit? Because you know you can get more money. They are businessmen. When you think of Glazers in business, they're pulling off the biggest heist in the last 20 years. They acquired from loaning whatever they loaned from the bank to acquire Manchester United and put only 200 million of their own money in dollars, just to receive back billions, right? Biggest heist ever. Yeah. So they're gonna turn down the 4.5 million bids. They think they should get more, and that's the way it's gonna be. So every bid's got turned down, not just one, every single one. So yeah,
guys, Monts just left, tried to put some money to Liverpool Football Club because
he decided to go fund me.
Yeah.
Still think get Jude Bellingham,
Monts really gone. Yes, he is gone.
Well,
he is gone.
I think he just turned off his camera.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
Last thing about Chelsea, I said it before. You cannot win games without scoring goals. It's done. It's done. They can't score goals, and they won't win games. I don't see them going past Dortmund unless something dramatic change. Chelsea, they're playing Spurs. If they lose at that game, they should sack Graham Potter. No question. He should be sacked. 100% should be sacked, because this is not. Who owns Inter? Jack is asking who owns Inter. The Chinese Zhang, the Chinese family Zhang, and they are in debt. So they are being prosecuted by the Chinese government for fraud. Who would you get for Spurs and Chelsea? Who would you back?
See, this is where I think Chelsea turn up, because it is Spurs. It's like a rival thing, and this is where I think it's going to be a good game. I don't know who's going to go towards, but I would put my money on Chelsea over Spurs. Still put my money over Spurs. Because Spurs, when it comes to actual Big Six games, they're both just pretty much on neck and neck. It'd probably be a draw. Actually, no, I'll probably put a draw in it. You know,
Spurs are performing not the worst now.
Yeah, I hear you. Leicester, I hear you, but you know them games where a team will decide to turn up because of the opponent?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Cool, Chelsea are going to turn up. They at least turn up against Tottenham. I think they got too much qualities for it not to be a thing.
Yeah.
But Spurs make a good case for themselves at the moment. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that Conte's not with the team, that they're deciding that they want to get more adventurous, might want to play a little bit of football. And West Ham, I get it. West Ham are not in the greatest of form right now. There's talks of Moyes will be sacked if they lose against Nottingham Forest. So credit to them, obviously. I think Spurs have got a good case for even top four at the moment. They might shit way their through to top four. It's very much possible. You're right there, Monts.
No.
What?
No, I'm not right.
Should I give you a bit more of a warning, do you reckon?
I
gave you a bit more of a warning, do you reckon?
Can we just finish the stream, please? I need to go and run.
Okay, that's fine. We're talking.
I need to go for a walk. Actually.
Well, you ain't getting no walk. We're talking about Spurs, though.
Fuck Spurs.
Why? What have they done to you? Is it George? George hurt you, innit?
No, Spurs are just shit. Spurs are just shit.
So you're not going to praise them whatsoever for even Chicken Royale for getting... So you got dropped. You had a great performance, got dropped, came back, and had a good performance again.
I had bags of praise for them. But just fuck Spurs now. Fuck Spurs. I mean, Chicken Royale had a great game. Since Poro's come in, Royale's decided to wake up.
Yeah.
You know, Poro looks like Emerson Royale right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you can see it in every tackle he was making. Do you know what I'm saying? We're probably going to see him post a compilation of himself, as he does every time he does, like, he beats a man, he does like a little, you know, a compilation pause. But obviously, yeah, man, Kane, non-existent in the game. Kulu, influential. Son is now a bench footer. Son...
He came on and scored straight away.
Yeah, bench warmer. That's what he is, though. He's a bench warmer now. He's a bench warmer. That's what he is. Do you know what I'm saying? Tottenham, do they go and beat Chelsea? Hell no. That game got draw written all over it. So
By the way, Kai, it's not good to I don't know who you support, but Qatar are not on the verge of pulling out the United deal. I'm literally checking every 5 minutes on my own phone. Like, trust me. So when it comes to spreading fake news, don't believe it because it's actually fake. So, anyways, carrying on with Spurs. What about you, Mo? What do you think, man? Is this time for Son to start picking up some form? Like, he had a good game as soon as he
No,
come on. No,
he
no.
needs to be on the bench. No, he needs to be on the. It looks like this guy needs to come off the bench. But also, Richarlison, man, how is this guy a football player? I don't know. It
Mm.
just, what does he offer? Can someone explain to me what does Richarlison offer on the pitch for Spurs? Maybe for Brazil, he's the number 9. He scores goals. I'm watching him. The guy can't pass, can't dribble. He only fights. He goes like and pushes players like to the side, like ads and stuff. That's what he does. To be honest, I don't see anything. But again, they don't have Bentancur, they don't have Bissouma.
That's what I'm
Oliver Skip
saying.
is not
I feel
playing
like their midfield.
bad.
I feel like their midfield looks better than their old midfield.
Yeah,
These
they,
young
they look
players.
okay. Romero didn't look the worst, to be
He
honest.
had a great game.
But
He had a great game.
but Emerson Royale is now playing football again, and it looks like all you need is competition. Like Wan-Bissaka, when Dallo started playing football, Wan-Bissaka came back and played good football. Emerson Royale the same. Sometimes you just need to get competition for players, and it's as simple as that.
Start Martinelli scores.
Yes. And look at Darwin Núñez now. He's playing different brand of football a little bit. When he heard that Luis Diaz is now recovering and coming back, so Darwin Núñez now is playing okay football now. It looks like just some players took their places for granted. And I think that is a big problem in football, to be honest. For me, Spurs, but again, they are very, very inconsistent. And nobody can trust them. They can just lose to Chelsea 3-0 next week, and it is what it is. But Spurs are not great, and I think maybe Liverpool against all odds overtake them in top 4. They might.
It'll be a tough one, but they still got a game. I think they got a game in hand against them. But that's if you win your game in hand. Your game in hand. One of them is Chelsea away.
Yeah, but they have 2 games.
Game in hand is Wolves at home, and Tottenham have to play Chelsea, and Tottenham have to play me at Anfield.
Oh, interesting. Well, you're gonna get.
They win. You know that
they're not gonna. They're not gonna beat us. So it's fine.
So do you guys.
Well, I'm not. Oh yeah. Well, I'm telling you now, Tottenham do not scare me whatsoever.
No. You have to play me at Anfield.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Because your Bajcetic and your weak midfield just don't convince me.
Oh my God, Monts with the confident now.
Yeah, no.
My God.
At Anfield, there's always a reason to be confident at Anfield.
Times
but they'll be up for this game, 100%. The crowd will be up for the game, but it's something about me where it's like I don't actually give a flying. I don't give a flying toss.
Should go to the game. Should go to the game.
How am I going to go to the game? I might get recognized by your fan base. I can't go in the away game.
I'll protect you, man.
I'll just have to talk. I have to get my scouts on. What the fuck do you mean, lad? I'm not a United fan. I'm not a United fan, lad. I'm from Farzak, you know what I'm saying? I love Liverpool, you know what I'm saying? Like that's bullshit. And then I'll just have to drop the line like, where's my Lauren? You know what I mean?
Where's my Lauren?
But I might as well end it there. Might as well end it there. You got anything else to say, Mo?
Nope. Just people, tomorrow rivals. I'm not sure if we're doing anything else today, but be in the look for something, the notification. And also, one more thing, people, 180 people, I need a comment after the stream's done. Please stay on and have one comment, any comment you want underneath the stream in the comment section, please. It helps us massively. So thank you so much.
Get those speakers running, Monts, for why you'll never walk alone. They don't do it like Celtic. You get what I mean? You have to have, help with your chant. Your tune, your starting tune.
Shut up, man.
You always walk alone, my G. Don't you worry. This season, anyways. Yeah. You're walking alone with FSG, my guy. No, it might not be getting an investor. You might just be stuck.
Hopefully the Glazers turn around and sell to like Radcliffe or something and keep 20% of the.
To sell to who?
Radcliffe. Is it Radcliffe? What his name is?
Yeah. Brex
Glazers.
FC.
Yeah, hopefully the Glazers sell to Radcliffe and keep like 20% of the club.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're still eating. They're still eating in the background. Like if that happens, you will see me. You will see me.
But right now, Monts,
You will join me in hell.
right now, you're talking about like hypothetical stuff,
Yeah, but
ambitions
as I said,
for yourself.
I'll see you in hell. If Radcliffe comes and it's not a Qatari, I'll see you in hell.
As a Muslim, I'm going to heaven, my G. You know, like, I'm just sorry, I'm joking. I'm not joking. But anyways, I will see you guys. When are we back? Tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock for Rivals, Not Virals, where Monts is.
You're back at 8 p.m. on Big Six Bands.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about Never a Foul.
Yeah.
And we'll be there at Big Six Bands with troops, and we'll see what they got to say. Because I swear down, we do need it would be nice to get a Chelsea fan on. You know, we got to banter somebody or a City fan.
We have to. We'll see. I'll see.
Yeah, we have to see. Times have changed. But yeah. I've been saying intro. Make sure you smash the like on the way out. And Never a Foul will be returning tomorrow at 6 p.m. Oh no, we're not.
Wait.
No, we're not. Honestly, thank you very much. Let me get that out for you. Damn, you've been generous with us today. The fuck, like, you gonna make me cry, man. Damn. The thing is going so I can't even get up at the moment. This chat is going mental. There we go. He said here right now, big up for the super chat. Let me drag that over a little bit. It says on FSG not selling. Why would they look at a business standpoint? At a business standpoint, they made LFC financially stable after Hicks and Gillett. I want them because of the lack of investment. I want them because of the lack of invest in the squad. What? You want them? You want who? Who do you want, honestly? So you want FSG in? Is that what you're saying? FSG in? And then he came with another one saying, big up, you man them. Damn. All right. I appreciate that one, man. But we're going to edit there. Make sure you don't send another super chat. We could save that for tomorrow. Maybe save some for Monts. But big up. Monts, you want FSG in? It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't...
You can invest in Liverpool's midfield.
Yeah.
You put that for Liverpool's midfield.
Yeah. All right. In a bit.